Aye. Those against say nay.
May 2024. Mr. President, with your permission, I wish to lead the debate for the general principles of this bill as a condition precedent for my motion that the bill be read a second time. Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, thank you for the opportunity to lead the debate on the general principles of the FCT's Statutory Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2024. The bill was read the first time on Wednesday, 15th May 2024. The FCT 2024 Statutory Supplementary Appropriation Bill seeks to authorize the issue from the Federal Capital Territory Administration Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federal Capital Territory Administration account the total sum of 98 billion 500 million naira only to accommodate additional inflow from internally generated revenue, resulting to a revised total FCT IRS 2024 statutory revenue appropriation to the sum of 348 billion 720 million naira only. The FCT 2024 supplementary budget is to consolidate on the magnitude and scope of the ongoing projects simultaneously within the city center and across the 6 area councils in the territory to ensure that the vision of the renewed hope mantra for a befitting capital city for Nigeria and Nigerians is accordingly achieved. The summary of the 2024 FCT supplementary budget proposal is as follows. Total revenue proposed 98 billion 500 million naira only, and total expenditure proposed is in the sum of 98 billion 500 million naira only. Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, I urge you all to give this bill an expeditious passage into law. I thank you and may God bless you.
Total revenue proposed 98.5 billion and total expenditure proposed 98.5 billion. I want to suggest, Mr. President, that some further clarification should be required to enable this House know exactly where the revenue was generated and also how the expenditure would be made, so as we could approve both the revenue and the expenditure against precise headings. Thank you, Mr. President.
My leader, I'm not against this budget, but I feel when we are presenting budgets like this, we should do them in the right way so that posterity will also judge us right. When you are presenting a budget is supposed to come with a profile or breakdown of what the expenditure is, what is the source of the revenue, what is the performance of the previous budgets, and then from there we deliberate it. But if it is going to be committed to the committee level, then at the committee level that should be done. Then we don't supposed to debate it at a plenary. Thank you, Mr. President.
There is nothing before us to debate. So so the leader of the Senate, you heard his observation. There is nothing before us to debate. Therefore, I will put the question Those who are in support that this supplementary appropriation be now read a second time, say aye. Those against, say nay. Leader. Colleagues, the good thing about it is that the government has not yet landed. Distinguished colleagues, Senate leader, the Senate is complaining that there is no meat attached to the bone. You have anything to say?
Respectfully stand up to totally and without any reservation agree with the observation made by distinguished Senator Sani Musa, and of course re-echoed through the voice vote of our dear colleagues. Mr. President, it is our tradition in Parliament that when a money bill is presented, the agency that is bringing it through the relevant committee would attach a breakdown of the proposed budget estimates. In addition, we'll also attach a budget performance report on what this Parliament previously passed. And the lead debate that was passed on to me, which I presented, of course, did not contain this. And to my surprise, the distinguished chairman of the committee, distinguished Senator Bomai, who is well respected by all of us as a distinguished member of this hallowed chamber, eventually came up with the breakdown of this budget estimate. But Mr. President, what is important is that observation had already been made. And what was submitted to me after I presented a lead debate cannot be deemed to have been presented to this Senate, and upon which the Senate will take a decision. So even before talking about a referral of this supplementary budget bill to the committee, I think it's important that we do the proper thing first. So what I would suggest, sir, the details, the breakdown having been presented now by the chairman, that he be allowed to go and make photocopies so that every senator here will have a copy of this. For that reason, Mr. President, if I have your permission, I would like to suggest that we step it down and go to the next order of the day.
Distinguished colleagues,
yes, sir.
The Senate leader has answered. Yes, indeed, the paper was bare and nothing was attached to it to enable you to take a decision as to whether it should go for a second reading or not. Now that it has everything, is it the view of the Senate that we step this down until it provides all the details before we go into deliberation? Yes. Those in support say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The supplementary appropriation of FCT is hereby stepped down. Leader.